Yes, I would say it's very similar to how I answered Mr. Smith's question with we need to be a shining light for Christianity. They need to see Christ through us, and in evangelism and growing Christians can definitely help with that. But it's the way you combat it is by living through Christ, living as an example of Christ, so others can see it and be re-enchanted because we have lost that enchantment.
So to piggyback off that question then, many actually argue that the turning around of our society in the 1990s really was because a little over 100 years prior, the seeds of Marxism and humanism were planted in the education system. And these children who were raised in this system, over time, we've seen generation after generation continuing these seeds of Marxism and humanism in the public education system. The fruit is now coming to full fruition, and it's rotten fruit at that. We see that now in our universities. So what are Christian parents to do? Should we put our heads in the sand and keep our kids in Christian school systems and raise them up to be strong? Or should we have them go into these Marxist and humanist education entities and have them be the light?
I think that could be a little bit of a tricky question, but I do believe parents need to raise their kids up as good Christians to prepare them to go out in the world and combat the Marxist and non-enchantment that they see in the world. So I think it really comes down to the individual here. If it's better for the child, if the child has already a strong faith, already a strong Christianity, then sending them in could be a potentially good idea. But I believe also sending them to a Christian school like this is a very well way to round them to grow their Christianity to combat even further later on down the line. So I think it really just depends on the child and the circumstances.
Thank you.
Thank you, Kevin. Well done. Now we're going to take a few minutes to get the scores tallied up, and then we'll have our next speaker come and give their presentation.